The high-profile murder of former White House aide Jack Wheeler is featured in Unsolved Mysteries, and while the 47-minute episode covers a lot of information, there are some details left out. His wife, Kathy Kleiss, last saw him on the morning of December 28, and on December 31, 2010, Wheeler's remains were discovered in the Cherry Island landfill in Wilmington, Delaware. While the investigators were able to trace the body to a dumpster in Newark, Delaware, how he got in the dumpster, and who is responsible, is still a mystery. Jack Wheeler's death was disconcerting for several reasons. He was a well-connected man with strong ties to the U.S. government and high security clearance. At the time of his death, he was working as a consultant for the MITRE Corporation, dealing specifically with cybersecurity. There have been persistent theories that Jack's connections to high-ranking officials or his line of work made him the target of a hit-for-hire. However, no clear motive for Jack Wheeler's death was ever revealed in the Netflix documentary series. Unsolved Mysteries is not impartial, and the episodes often present a bias coloring the story. For example, a Volume 1 episode includes footage that paints Patrice Endres' husband, Rob, as creepy, leading many viewers to assume he is responsible for her murder. For the case of Jack Wheeler, what Unsolved Mysteries omits and what it includes develops a particular narrative for the crime being investigated. The show focuses on celebrating Wheeler's accomplishments and frames his murder as most likely a professional hit. However, it also downplays Wheeler's erratic behavior, leading to his death. What Unsolved Mysteries leaves out about Wheeler's home. Who trashed his home remains unknown. The police tape at Jack Wheeler's house in Unsolved Mysteries. Washington Insider Murder includes testimony from Robert Dill, a self-described friend of Jack Wheeler and a neighbor of the deceased's Wilmington home. He describes how the day Wheeler's body was discovered, he had contacted the police, believing there had been a burglary at the house. The episode features photos of the scene, while Dill describes entering the home and observing a chaotic mess in the kitchen, including seeing a footprint on the floor. To further complicate the story, there was an existing criminal investigation focusing on a house under construction across from Wheeler's home. Just days before Wheeler's body was discovered, an unknown assailant had set off smoke bombs in the property, causing damage, a property that Wheeler was upset about, and was actively trying to stop from being built. Wheeler's cell phone was recovered from the latter crime scene, suggesting he may have been involved in the possible arson attempt. Later in the episode, Steve Voke, an investigative journalist, suggests that the mess in Wheeler's home could have been caused by Wheeler himself. Wheeler had bipolar disorder, and it's within the realm of possibility that he was in the throes of an episode prompted by stress, perhaps from him realizing he dropped his cell phone while setting off the smoke bombs. There are some details about this particular aspect of the story that Netflix omits. According to an article in the Register, published just days after the murder, another neighbor had testified that Wheeler's television blared continuously in the days preceding his death, and that evidence was possibly taken from the home even though Delaware police have said the victim's home is not considered a crime scene.